Welcome to my game called Color Captured. Here are all the necessary pieces before taking them out. You have the green pawns with tokens, and you have the checkpoint tokens in here. The yellow pawn with their tokens and the checkpoint tokens. The dice, you only need 2, but it's always good to have extra. And I don't have a lot of extra, because why not? The blue with checkpoint tokens and blue pawns, and now red. All the checkpoint pieces in there. And also, of course, one board. Okay, so now we're going to start the game. Starting the game, you got to roll. Let's say the green rolls a 1 and the blue rolls a 5. Blue gets to go first here. That's how I'm setting up the game. It basically all this starts in here. Alright, let's start with the first topic of getting out of start. So the start are the S spots that all these little things are in. There's going to be a big S. See? An S. So getting to the start area, one player has to roll 2 dice. So like I said, they have to roll 2 dice. So I'm going to choose these 2 dice because they're cool. Okay, green, blue, let's go. 2 and 3. Nope. To get out of the start, you got to get a combination of 7, 6, or 8. Or, if you get 7, 6, or 8, 2 of the pawns get to go out and stop immediately at the start thing. But if you get a 2 or a 12, all of them automatically go out. Okay, let's roll the second turn. 4, 5, 6. Oh look, a 6. I'm going to move 2 out. This does not count as stacking. You will understand what stacking is later in the future. Let's roll again. I got a 6 and a 6. Oh, look. Because I rolled a 6 and a 6, yes, I can move these pieces. Yes, you may think you're allowed to move these pieces, but you're not. If you get any of the combination of 2 or 12, or 6, 7, 8, you have to move any pieces out. So there's only 4. Since 6 and 6, you have to move 4 out. But since there's only 2 in here, you got to move the rest out, and it stops. And you get to roll again, because that does not count as stacking. Okay, a 6 and a 5. I have to move 2 pawns, 1 6 and 1 5. Let's do 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 5. Okay, now it is the green's turn, but I'm just gonna move green out here and here just to make it nicer. So we go to the next section of moving. Moving, you only have 2 dice to move 4 pieces around the direction board. The direction is this way. So you got to go from here to here to here. You can go around like that. Since no one's playing here or here, you ignore these sides. You do not go on it. Basically, if a player rolls 2 the same number, they get to go again. Let's say it's green's turn, and they roll a 5 and a 5. That's not getting out of start thing, but it's a 5 and a 5, and they get to go again. So they get to go. They get to move and get to go again. Okay. So let's go. Move. Okay. So a 5 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what do you do when you get to this spot right here? You're gonna move in the middle river. Right here. So the whole middle river is this little circle here. So when you're coming out, you can either exit here or here. You're not allowed to move to the left at all from in here. So you're allowed to move to the left like this, but you're not allowed to move to the left like this, which is mentioned in the rules. So you got to exit here, go through here, and go through here. But you can choose to skip this whole side if you want. So let's say I enter here. I can go all the way around here. But since it's 5, let's end the turn here, and let's just move this one 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's go to the next thing. So once you get the moving done, that's pretty easy. And basically the directions is, you gotta go through here. Directions, there's a little more to the directions too. This is like a stop sign, the checkpoint piece. You stop no matter what. Let's say I have a blue here, and they roll another 5 and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. They stop immediately, and they get a checkpoint spot. Basically that's it. If there's a checkpoint spot on a side with no players, less than 4 players, they have to skip the side. Basically, also the directions, I'm just going to reiterate it. You skip the sides the players are not on. So that means there's no exit here, there's no exit here. Only exits are here and here. Now, what is stacking? I said that earlier. Well, stacking has to do with rolling dice. Like I said, remember when the blue rolled the 5 and a 5? Let's say they roll. This is where you can choose. So stacking, let's say you roll 3 doubles in a row. On the 3rd double, you get in trouble, basically. What you do is when you stack too much, you lose. Let's say the blue has 3 greens and 2 blues tokens and 2 checkpoint tokens. So let's say they get in trouble. Sorry about that. They get in trouble and they roll the 5 and the 5. So when they get in trouble from there, what happens is they are going to get in trouble, so they're going to lose. They're going to get a penalty. And with this penalty, a player loses half of their colored tokens. So if they have 3 greens, now they only have 1. If they have 2 blues, now they only have 1. You don't lose any checkpoint pieces at all when it comes to a penalty. But the only time you lose checkpoint pieces is when it tells you to, like when you stack. Since stacking is an extra penalty because you got such a bonus roll, you lose the last 2 checkpoint pieces you have. So you have 2. Now they're gone. They're going to go back in the bag, or you can either go on the side table, wherever you choose to put it. So basically that was stacking is. But there is something to the stacking where you can change something. The thing they can change up is, let's say they roll the 5 and the 5, and they're like, you know what? I don't want to be ballsy. This is the end of my turn. They can end the turn. They don't have to go again. But you can only do this at the first stack only. Remember, stacking doesn't count when you try to get out of here. Going to here. Stacking will never count. Alright, now let's go to the more fun thing. With a capture, there's going to be killing. Let's say I have a blue piece here, and a blue piece here. For killing, basically one place has to land on another piece. Basically, if someone kills something, the person who gets killed gets to choose the last 2 tokens of their choice. So, 2 and a 1. Oh look, 2, 1, 2. Boom, green's dead. And look, I maybe want to move. Maybe want to kill him, but I don't want to move backwards. You know what? I'm just going to move 1. All right, since green died, green gets to choose. Let's say they have 2 black checkpoint pieces, 3 green, and 2 blue tokens. They have to lose 2. So let's say, you know what? I'm going to lose green and a blue. So now green only have 2 greens, 1 blue, and 2 checkpoint pieces. They can give up checkpoint pieces, but I don't think they would want to. Now let's go to how to get these tokens. That should be very, very simple. There's 2 spots you can get tokens on. The T spots or the checkpoint spots. So let's say my blue guy, when he lands on this spot, you gotta stop immediately, but you get this, a checkpoint spot. So checkpoint token. So he gets that and he collects it and he can put it wherever he wants. So when he puts that wherever he wants, that's the end of his turn. Or let's say I move here and I move on the spot. He gets a blue checkpoint token because he is on the blue side. Tokens correspond to whatever the corner the bases are. So he's on the blue side, he gets a checkpoint. But let's say it's his turn again, and he moves this piece over here. And you see this piece right here? Let's say somehow he ends up here. No matter what, he's not allowed to though, because on the previous turn he landed there. So he can't land on there. He has to figure out something to do. He can land over here, or he can land over here, but not on the token spot. Alright, now, since you got all the basics of the game down, how does one win? For winning, 2 players, like here, you need 10 of both players' tokens, meaning 10 greens and 10 blues. So you got 10 greens and 10 blues. Okay. But now, then you also need 2 of each player's checkpoint tokens. With 3, you're going to need 7 of all players' tokens. Yes, that's less, but you're going to also need 2 of each player's tokens. But with 4 players, you need 5 of all the players' tokens. But since there's less tokens that you're getting from each player, you're going to have to get 3 checkpoint tokens. Now, what do you do when you have all of those? I don't know. Okay, well, now you're going to know. Oops, there goes blue piece. So let's say I have all the pieces here. Okay. Let's say 2 of them already got into home. Well, you're going to ask me, Glenn, how do they get into home? Well, that's simple. A dice. Okay, a 2 and a 1. Since that's a spot and that's a spot, let's say I'm going to move this one, 1, 2, but and gets 1. Basically what you do is you have to move into it. The only time you're allowed to move into the home is when you have all the winning stuff. If you do not, you're not allowed into home. If someone catches you doing anything wrong in the game, you will automatically get a penalty. And also remember, let's do a quick recap. When you kill someone, the person who gets killed loses 2 tokens, and their piece goes back to home. And here's another update, that one thing I left out, and I'm sorry about it. Let's say I have a green here and I roll a 1. If I move here, blue does not die. Everything in the middle is safe. So with that, everything should be finished. And let's go over some keywords quickly. Some keywords: pawns. Basically, a pawn. Killing is when I land on another spot. And when you get killed, remember, like I just said, they go back to start and they lose 2 of the tokens of the green choice. Now, a token spot. Let's go over that again. Token spots are anything with T's on it. When you land on those, these spots are labeled T for regular tokens, or black for the checkpoint spots. Middle river is called the middle river. No one is allowed to die on here, and you're only allowed to go in this direction. A penalty. Penalty makes the player lose half of the colored tokens collected from each side. Meaning, basically, if the player has 10 red tokens, 8 blue tokens, and 2 corner tokens, they now have 5 red tokens and 4 blue tokens. Now, checkpoints, like I said, are these. No matter what, whatever you roll, if you pass over it, you stop immediately on here. Spawn. Oh, yeah, you also get a checkpoint spot. Spawn is where every piece starts. Home, where you want to go. And basically, that is all there is to need to know with color capture. I hope you guys enjoy my game.